Hey, it's Chris with Rekkid Talk, and so we've got another episode of 5 Records in 5 Minutes based around the year 1985. Our band could be your life. Songs from the American indie underground, right in the middle of that time period. Michael Azarad's book. And so, if you've never read this book, they've got chapters associated with these bands, and I'll be showing some records by some of these bands and some stuff that's not by these bands, all from 1985. And also, this episode is sponsored by Blake Sleeves. I learned a month and a half ago from Sean that what I've been calling CD condoms are called Blake Sleeves for putting your CDs in. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into some records. So, an obvious record, Our Band Could Be Your Life, The Replacements. So, this is, of course, Tim. You've got Kiss Me on the Bus and Swingin' Party and Bastards of Young and Left of the Dial and Here Comes Regular. So, in recent years, I think this is actually now my favorite Replacements album, and this isn't even the fancy Ed Stasium remastered one that came out a few years ago that I'm supposed to be excited about. And then this band, not covered in the book, but Minor Threat, which was in the early part of that 80s, and then Fugazi, which came around late 80s and into the 90s, but sort of related with a 1985 album on Discord Records. You've got Rites of Spring, so you got Guy Picciotto, Discord Records, nice and cheap, $8 post-paid, probably not the deal anymore. And so some people kind of call this the first emo record ever. I'll let others decide on whether it's the first emo record, if it's an emo record, if not. Do we care about that as a label? Who knows? But because we were starting to drift away from vinyl in the 80s, we were starting to get into other formats. So, of course, CDs, I wasn't actually buying CDs until the 90s started, so some of this stuff was stuff I, of course, would have bought later on. So this is Bad Moon Rising by Sonic Youth. They would have still been on SST at the time, although this is a Geffen reissue of it, not a Goofin reissue, a Geffen reissue. And so, what are some of the songs on here? You've got Society as a Whole, Ghost Bitch, Death Valley 69, with Lydia Lunch, Halloween. And so here's some good, I know it's not fall right now, but there's some good fall music for you. And of course, what is oftentimes referred to as a proto-grunge band involving members of both Mudhoney, what would be Mudhoney and what would be Pearl Jam, the band Green River. So we've got this EP from them, or maybe short album, depending on whether you call it that or not. So 1985 LSR Records, Homestead, Dust East India. Of course, the song I really resonated with me from this record would have been the song Swallow My Pride. That's probably my favorite Green River song. And then you've got stuff in tiny print that in the year 2025, none of us can really read it anymore. But yeah, Green River, Our Band Could Be Your Life. Pretty sure they're on there. Okay, they aren't on there, but I mean Mudhoney and Mudhoney was on there. And then also, not mentioned on Our Band Could Be Your Life, but representing cassette culture, you've got the goofy punk rock sarcasm on Restless Records of the Dead Milkmen. So, of course, Big Lizard in My Backyard has the classics like Bitchin' Camaro and Tiny Town and Right Wing Pigeons from Outer Space and all that fun stuff by Rodney Anonymous and Joe Jack Talcum and Dave Blood and Dean Clean. So, 1985, Our Band Could Be Your Life.